Welcome back, fierce hearts and midnight dreamers. Before we begin, hit subscribe and tell me where you're watching from. Every like helps us bring you more stories like this. Now find somewhere quiet. Turn down the lights. This story starts with a choice, the kind that changes everything. Let's begin. They fired me for telling the truth. 3 years of perfect reviews. 6 years at Memorial Hospital. 0 complaints. Gone in 11 minutes. My name is Maya Torres. I'm 28, and I used to believe the system protected people who did the right thing. I was wrong. It was a Tuesday. Rain hammered the windows. I'd just finished a double shift. My feet hurt. My eyes burned. But I was still riding the high from saving a patient who coded at 3 a.m. That's when I saw him, Dr. Richard Chen, standing over a patient in recovery, syringe in hand. The dosage was wrong. I knew it instantly. I'd prepared that same medication 100 times. "Doctor," I said quietly, "that's the wrong dose." He looked at me, not surprised, not grateful, annoyed. "I know what I'm doing, nurse." He injected it anyway. 16 minutes later, the patient was dead. I reported it that morning. Brought documentation, timestamps, witnesses. My supervisor smiled. "We'll look into it, Maya." "Thank you." 2 days later, HR called me in. "We're letting you go. Effective immediately." "For what?" "Creating a hostile work environment." I stood there, stunned. The patient was dead. The doctor was fine. And I was being erased. Security walked me out. People I'd worked with for 6 years looked away. One nurse I called a friend pretended she didn't see me. I sat in my car for 20 minutes. Rain. Silence. Shaking hands. That's when I made a promise. Somehow, someday, the truth would come out. I just didn't know it would come back, riding shotgun with a crime boss. But this doesn't start with my firing. It starts 3 years earlier. 2 a.m. emergency room. Dead quiet. The doors slammed open. A man stumbled in. Tall. Dark suit. Soaked in blood. Gunshot wound to the abdomen. No ID. No insurance. No answers. Name? I asked, already cutting his shirt. Doesn't matter. His eyes were black. Deep. The kind that have seen too much. "I need to call the police," I said. "Protocol." His hand caught my wrist. Not violent. Firm. "No police. Please." I should have called them anyway, but something in his voice stopped me. Not fear. Desperation. So I made a choice. I saved him without asking questions. Stitched the wound. Antibiotics. Monitored him till dawn. He watched me the whole time. When I finished, he pulled out an envelope. Cash. More than I'd seen in one place. "You didn't have to help me," he said. "Yes, I did. That's what I do." Something shifted in his face. He stood, moved carefully. At the door, he stopped. "If you ever need anything, tell people you helped Dante Russo." Then he was gone. I never thought I'd see him again. I was wrong about that too. After they fired me, I tried everything. 15 hospitals in 3 weeks. Not one callback. Clinics. Care homes. Even vet offices. Nothing. That's when I understood. I wasn't just fired. I was blacklisted. Dr. Chun made sure of it. One word from him, and every door slammed shut. My savings evaporated. Rent. Bills. My brother Carlos's tuition. Carlos was 19. Studying engineering. Brilliant. Our parents died when I was 24. Car accident. Drunk driver. I became his guardian. Raised him. Sacrificed everything for his future. Now I couldn't afford his textbooks. I took a job at a 24-hour clinic in the worst part of the city. The kind that doesn't ask questions. Terrible pay. Worse hours. But it was all I had. I walked home at 3 a.m. because I couldn't afford bus fare. That's when I noticed the car. Black. Tinted windows. Following me every night. Thursday. Friday. Saturday. I told myself I was paranoid. I was wrong. Friday night. 2:30 a.m. I finished my shift. Started walking home. Heard footsteps behind me. Fast. Getting closer. I sped up. So did they. I turned into an alley. Shortcut to the main street. Wrong move. 3 men blocked the exit. Suits. Professional. Not random thugs. The leader stepped forward, holding a knife. Maya Torres. My heart stopped. Dr. Chun sends his regards. You should have kept quiet. I backed up. Dead end behind me. 3 men ahead. I don't want trouble. Too late. He lunged. I grabbed a broken pipe. Swung hard. Connected with his shoulder. The second one grabbed my arm. Twisted until I dropped the pipe. I screamed. Not for help. Just rage. The leader raised the knife. Then, crack, crack, crack. Gunshots. All 3 men dropped. Wounded. Groaning. I spun around. A man stood at the alley entrance. Dark suit. Gun raised. Shadow covering his face. But I knew those eyes. Hello, nurse. Dante Russo said quietly. Looks like we're even now. Dante walked toward me like he owned the night. Calm. Controlled. Every step measured. He didn't check the men on the ground. Just looked at me. You okay? I nodded. Couldn't speak. He holstered his gun. Extended his hand. Walk with me. I should have run. Should have called police. I took his hand instead. A black SUV waited at the curb. Get in. I got in. We drove through empty streets. Rain started falling. Dante sat across from me, silent. Finally, I found my voice. How did you know where I was? I've been looking for you for 3 years, he said. When I found you, I made sure you stayed safe. You've been following me, protecting you. The SUV stopped at a restaurant. Upscale. Dark windows. Closed. Dante opened my door. Come inside. You need to hear something. The restaurant was empty. 1 table set. Wine. Food. We sat. Dante poured wine. I didn't touch it. I know everything, he said. The hospital. Dr. Chin. The blacklist. How? I make it my business to know, especially about people who matter. I don't matter to you. You saved my life without questions, without police, without payment. His eyes locked on mine. That loyalty? Rare. Worth protecting. What do you want? Dante leaned forward. The patient who died? Not an accident. My blood froze. What? Medical murder. Dr. Chen was paid to kill him. I couldn't breathe. His name was Marcus Delgado, connected to a rival organization. The Volkov Syndicate paid Chen $50,000 to make sure Marcus didn't survive. The room spun. You were fired because you got too close, Dante continued, and they'll kill you to keep you quiet. Silence. So here's my offer, Dante said. Work with me. Good pay. Protection for you and Carlos. And... He paused. Revenge. That word hung in the air. Help me bring them all down. I stared at him. Criminal. Killer. Dangerous. I went home that night. Locked the door. Sat on my bed. Everything I believed was crumbling. Rules hadn't protected me. The system threw me away. And now a crime boss was offering revenge. The next morning, an envelope on my doorstep. Inside, Carlos's tuition receipt. Paid in full. A note in clean handwriting. Consider this an advance. 48 hours to decide. D. I stared at that receipt. Called Carlos that afternoon. Tuition's handled, I said. Don't worry. He cried with relief. I thought I'd have to drop out. We're okay, I lied. When I hung up, I looked at Dante's card. Thought about the men in the alley. About Dr. Chin still working. Still killing. About 12 more victims. I picked up my phone. Dialed. Dante answered instantly. I'm in. But I have conditions. Name them. No innocent people hurt. We expose everyone. And I don't become a killer. Silence. Then, agreed. When do I start? Tonight. The car came at 8. Took me to a penthouse. Marble. Glass. Art worth more than my life. 3 people waiting. Marco, security. Scarred. Built like a wall. Looked at me like I was a problem. Lily, tech specialist. Young. Sharp eyes. Vincent, second in command. Gray hair. Distrustful. This is Maya, Dante said. She's with us. Vincent snorted. She's a civilian. She's a nurse. And we need one. Now. Dante led me to a back room. A man on a table. Gunshot wound. Shoulder. Bleeding. Tommy, Dante said. 3 hours ago. Can't go to a hospital. I looked at the wound. The supplies. You want me to operate? Here. Yes. I'm not a surgeon. You're all we have. I took a breath. Hands moved automatically. Clean water. Alcohol. More gauze. Someone hold him. Marco stepped forward. 40 minutes. Extracted the bullet. Cleaned. Stitched. Tommy was stable. Dante handed me a towel. Well done. Vincent watched from the doorway. His expression changed. Steady hands, he admitted. I looked at Dante. What now? Now, he said, we plan. Lily pulled up files on a screen. Dr. Chen's face stared back. 6 months of tracking, she said. 12 victims. All paid hits. 12. I felt sick. The Volkov syndicate uses him for cleanup, Dante explained. Someone needs to disappear. Admit them to Memorial. Chen makes sure they don't leave. And the hospital? Paid off. Your supervisor, Helen Grant, takes 10% per hit. My hands clenched. How do we stop them? Evidence, Dante said. Medical records. Financial transactions. Recordings. Then we release everything. To the police? Vincent laughed. Police are bought. Half the precincts on Volkov's payroll. Then who? The media, Lily said. Medical board. And the families. Public outrage. The only thing powerful enough. What do you need from me? Dante looked at me steadily. We break into Memorial Hospital. Friday night. Access Chen's office. Download his files. My heart hammered. My badge doesn't work. I was fired. Lily handles credentials. But we need your knowledge. Schedules. Blind spots. He was right. I knew that building better than anyone. If we do this, I said slowly, we finish it. Every single person involved goes down. Dante nodded. Agreed. Friday, 11:15. I walked into Memorial wearing scrubs. Visitor badge. Confidence I didn't feel. Security guard Roger barely looked. Working late. Forgot my notes, I lied. He waved me through. My heart slammed. 4th floor. End of the hall. Dr. Chen's office. Dante and Marco were outside in a van, listening through my earpiece. I'm in, I whispered. 12 minutes before security sweep, Dante said. I picked the lock, clicked open, sat at Chen's computer, inserted Lily's drive. Files downloading. 7 minutes. I opened drawers, found folders. Cash. A ledger with names, dates, payments. 3 minutes. Download finished. Pocketed the drive. Photographed the ledger. Then, footsteps. Outside the door. Someone's coming, Dante said. Get out now. I froze. Key turning. I dove behind the desk. Dr. Chen walked in. I held my breath behind that desk. Heart hammering. Chen moved around. Filing. Humming. Phone rang. Yes? Payment cleared? Good. Next one's Tuesday. Same arrangement. Booking another murder. While I hid 3 feet away. Rage burned through fear. He hung up. Walked to the door. The second he stepped out, I moved. Ran. Down the hall. Downstairs. Past Roger. You okay? Fine. Burst out the side door. Van waiting. Dante pulled me in. Marco hit the gas. 2 blocks away, the alarm went off. But we were gone. Back at the penthouse. Lily uploaded everything. 12 victims. Financial records. Hospital administration proof. It's enough, she said quietly. Dante looked at me. Your call, Maya. Release now or wait. I thought about 12 families, about the patient who died, about everyone Chun would kill if we waited. Release it, I said. All of it. Tonight. Lily's fingers flew. Within an hour. News outlets had the files. FBI, medical board, families. We watched it unfold. Breaking. Scandal at Memorial Hospital. Doctor arrested for murder for hire. Dr. Chun in handcuffs. Live TV. Helen Grant let out. CEO resigned. 12 families finally had answers. I sat on the balcony. City lights below. Felt empty. Not happy. Just tired. Is this justice? I asked quietly. No, Dante said. This is revenge. Justice comes after. What comes after for me? Whatever you want. Walk away. Go back to nursing. Start clean. I could, but I wasn't the same woman anymore. Or stay. Work with us. Fight people the system won't touch. I thought about it. About 12 victims who'd never get justice until we forced it. About rules that protected no one. I'll stay, I said. But my way. We save more than we take. Only people who deserve it. Dante extended his hand. Partners. I shook it. Partners. I didn't know what came next. Didn't know who I was becoming. But I knew this. The system doesn't save people like me. So I'd save myself. And everyone else they threw away. They fired me for telling the truth. They tried to silence me, erase me, make me disappear. But I didn't disappear. I became someone they should have left alone. My name is Maya Torres, and I'm just getting started. In this world, the powerful forget faces. But karma? Karma never forgets. If this story moved you, if you felt every moment of Maya's fight for justice, don't let it end here. Hit that like button. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. And subscribe for more stories of people who refuse to stay down. This is revenge served by karma. Thank you for watching Fierce Hearts. Until next time.